シージファンの皆様、こんにちは、こんばんは。とある薬学生と言います。
No, we played a lot with Sisu. It's definitely the second best European team at this point.
He's saving his off right about now.
Yeah.
Will find Katie, but they drop down into the meeting room. He will drop down into the basement itself, straight into Bounty's fire. And there it is. Round number one over towards the defensive Sisu side. The attacking team trying to lock Rendir out, trying to lock Sai out. Pengu gets across the gap, but Protex is pinning him, but Protex stops the tornade and will fall. That's the diffuser down with 30 seconds. Bounty's going to find four, but Pengu says no! Field is happy all day long, and the same thing's going to happen there. Comes around the corner, it's an easy shot onto Jaeger. Blackbeard having a field day right now. Vapo gets in and actually knifes Lackey down. Sai, the only man standing, finally kills off Wilkie. Rendir also still in the corridor. No time for the reload. He switches up. Toby tags Boonsy, but it's not much damage. Sees Rendir, and that's a good kill for Boonsy. It's all on Tornado Toby. He's got to kill 4 people with Blitz in his hand. Still got Wilkie. KTO steps out. Shotgun rattles off the shield. KTO comes around again, and it takes him very, very low. Here comes the flank from Brotag, and it is an easy kill. And C2 are coming to the UK.
27 seconds, his smokes are coming in. The asphyxiating bolt still saved up. Boonity gets a nice shot. Shatter will get the kill on Toby. Shatter gets a second one as he pushes going forward. Gets behind Pengu for the third. And the plan didn't even get completed as that's
Facing a possible defeat here at the hands of former arch rivals in ENCE.
Fabian though. Oh, he's gonna get spotted. Kanto. There's no time remaining. Pengu can't do anything here. He's gonna get spotted, and Kanto Raketti, are you kidding me?
Flank of this bathroom hold, but as Kanto gets hit by the Fabian with a double kill onto Kanto and Shate.
This was an operation. We see or as an observation.
Whoa!
What is going on?
Shate
walks in and down go Fabian and Eunice.
A little bit of scattered right now. Not quite sure what angle to look at. We do have Blackbeard outside. Looks as if he's going to pick up the headshot onto Shats though. And now Boonsy. Is he going to push on? And he does. And it's going to be Junis picking up the second kill while Vapo picks up Pengu. And Junis picks up the third kill. It's now a one-on-one. Pistols come out. And Wilkie will get the shot onto Unit.
For that round. Off the board. But gets a kill as well as the diffuser going down. A C4 will eliminate Goga, and that leaves just Wilkie, who goes down to Goga, and Penta will take first overall. And still going to the playoffs, but as your second seed.
Yo, but look at that. The flank and Gothi will go down to Pengu. Excellent play, but the counter play from Slevin and Shate fragging back for ENCE's sake.
And Wilkie left alive. Attackers are looking for players on the team. Jonas yet again. Wilkie will fall, and that leaves only one. Jonas jumps to second.
To PENTA and replaced KS to bring themselves to that kind of ferocious level. Kanto Raketti most recently obviously went over from this roster, and then as you said before, you've seen these players across a whole myriad of different teams in the region. Wherever they are, all of them have had their effects across the giving up everything and putting it on the table for us to help raise some money to fight the current COVID-19 pandemic. So what do we mean by classic games? Well, for those who are somehow just joining us for this showdown, wow, you're in for a treat. It's old school rules, old school pools. Operated right now, but they banded together for one more time to, well, relive what once was the greatest time in Siege they know. It's also worth putting forward as well. Fabian instantly with fire in the game chat. This is one of the things, of course, Ubisoft themselves across this, and the open flash, and 50,000 euros as well to record. Kanto finally gets open kill and says good night. Fabian was too slow to call it himself.
On to good night himself, Fabian just welcomes him to the scoreboard right here. That's going to be the first kill. Flash that will be going in part with that. So it's still able to qualify for that. Just, get onto the right channels, get on the Twitter of FaceIt, make sure to get involved. As it's going to be ENCE with a really quick round right there. Kanto just running out and putting himself into the scoreboard even better as he picks up a triple kill of himself in a 4K in the Zofia Kane with Dokavi and Vigil.
I think there's been a little bit of conversation about this. Wow, and we talk about conversation, not having any of it. Tears through 4, a quad kill, pulls off the pistol, and Goga is dropped by Kanto.
Didn't see it coming. Suddenly, just Shate just gets everybody but one. But Joe seems to be aware of the fact that someone could be creeping around, as he's not completely comfortable with what's currently happening. Fuse charge being put up from above that will be taken out. The mute gemmer located right there below, allowing Boomsy to get his exothermic charge on. Shaz has nothing to do against this right here. Will be forced to fall back deeper into the side as a little bit of a ping coming down right there. He will start running, and that means a potential interrogation coming in. There we go. Kento will be interrogated by Goga. Hip coming in. He already knew what's going to be happening right there against
pick, and well, now he's got everything on the board in front of him. Wilkie suffering a couple of pre-fires, but the lockdown angle from Pengu is going to lock the map out for them. Played on match point, making sure that they took it. Good half is the call. They find themselves on 5-2.
Indeed, 2 more kills than Fabian expected from me. Majority roster, of course, a lot of changes happened recently, but this is the best roster that has ever touched Rainbow Six Siege. Yunas, Goga, KS, Fabian, and of course, I'm forgetting someone now. That's unfortunate. Shas is their manager.
Wow. Did you forget Pengu?
I forgot Pengu down, the best player in the game. How did I manage to forget that?
Look at young Pengu, little baby Pengu, back in the days before everything, you know. And obviously this is a roster that is very familiar. Unfortunately, Eunice is unable to play, so it was replaced by Shas today, the coach that, again, you're all very familiar with, the guy who's been by a lot of these guys' side for a very long period of time and was a lot of the brains behind developing modern coaching in terms of the game itself, and had books that blew everybody's minds, and especially the minds of their opponents. Obviously, this is a roster that, well, it made a lot of people very scared and drew fear from the entire world of Siege. And obviously, they've all found themselves in slightly different places as of today. Pengu is on the G2 roster with Shas coaching. KS playing for Secret, recently promoted back into Pro. And once upon a time, that means classic rule set. For those who are unaware, that is 1 attack, 1 defend on a swap. There's no stick pick. There's no operator banning, and there's playing straight. And there goes KS. C4'd into the next week by Wilkie, and Kanto finds Pengu, a Monty player, demontied.
They cannot afford a single round to be lost anymore at this stage of the game. And so, however, looking to get themselves to, that win, third map, and Kanto starts off well. It's a long kill right there on KS with the MP5, the good night from KS himself. Putting in as he kisses himself to sleep.
The coach is able to find some bodies. Fabian, talking of, is able to take care of Vinci and start to put a little bit more sway back in the favor, but Wilkie is instantly there to respond and make sure that he keeps ENCE in it. More akin to how, obviously, the history plays for a player of that caliber. He was always such a big, ferocious force to go with. Who holds the skylight?
Kento. Gets a beautiful tap right there onto Shaz. Jump out now coming in as well. Wilkie will be punished for that. Meaning it's now Goga in a one-on-one situation. Actually, will jump out, get that kill. Believe the diffuser was dropped out there, so he really had no other opportunity. He seems to be a bit confused about what was going on right there. As he jumps out, he sees one running out. It's his revenge. KS gets a little bit of an information spree right there, using his drones, of course, on that Jackal. Has the opportunity to potentially scan their feet and get the upper hand. I believe that's not the kill. It's a Bootsy coming through. KS not winning that gunfight. Loses it all up to Goga right now onto the Hibana. It's Bootsy to clear that up, and it's a 4-1 right now. Fabian is just blurring all kinds of things.
Not here, and completely took the aggression apart from their opponents. This time it was slow, it was steady, and now it's explosive as Panari hops on a... well, it wasn't even Panari, it was Kanto. Hops on a table, but Goga gets the kill. Fabian finds Bootsy as well, with Panari getting in a couple for the man, and there's his 4th. He goes down in the process, but what a big impact he's had so far. Goga now in a 2 versus 1. Slightly pulling back towards the vault, is able to somehow, back against the wall, find the kill against Wilkie, and finds himself in a 1 versus 1 with a health advantage. The diffuser is being planted by the Ash, and well, Goga's going to creep a bit closer. Unfortunately, too little, too late in a post-plant situation, and the spray is in the favor of Shate. Another good half comes out, and we find ourselves heading to the 3rd map.
So it's no longer in that position. believe it was before, so definitely took down. Head being spotted. One tap coming as Shate taking up Shaz. And just the helmet right there sticking out. Wilkie then also gets the kill on defense.
ENCE with a huge amount of health may not be aware where KS is trying to get control from. He's peppering and pre-firing, and there's a very, very important spot, but it does not matter as ENCE bounces bullets through a wall and puts them through KS's head.
Yeah, I'll just trace the trigger as the trio up and looking to extend that to 4.
Well, now there starts a wave of pressure coming as they pepper bullets and find Shaz taken out by to the floor and crawls away. The Echo Drone doing all the recon they need as they hold the angles from the staircase and deep from within Fountain. Fabian isn't just going to hold it, but is going to utilize it and lock off a frag. Swings wide against the man inside, and well, now it's just Penari. Penari gets the bit of revenge that ENCE desperately needed, but to be fair,
here he's going to be aware of this situation. There comes the flashbangs. There comes the kill potentially, as Gogo will eventually win that one. Just barely though. Very big teabag coming in right here. We'll be finishing him off with the S charge. We'll have to run out just in case it explodes. Wouldn't do that on that range, but he's going to be happy about that one.
Unfortunately now he's got to be beyond that if he wants to lock this out on this round. Still has a Pengu, a Goga, and a Fabian to get through. No longer a Fabian who Goga has downed and picked back up.
Jesus, Goga, Fabian calls. Are we seeing the revenge? No, we're not seeing it as of yet. As Wilkie right now slowly crouch walking himself through the passport check. Now tries to peek aggressively, but is Fabian with a wallback.
Maybe that's why Goga downed him, to give him like some supernatural abilities.
Yeah, with a wallbang.
Behind Pengu and Shaz almost on the same KDR.
Fabian says we get the call passport last, and then Goga injures him on main stairs.
I thought it was him. Waiting for somebody to try and enter against passport check. Well, there's a bit of a body and there's a bit of a kill. Fabian is again removed by Kanto, but the quick trade comes from Goga.
Good night coming back in for Fabian as he is. Penari just has to do is wait out until they finally get in, blend out.
D4s are flying either side, and so are flashes. ENCE goes for a bit of a wide swing here. Might not know about the man that has entered, and well does, and shuts him down. It is all down to the coach, but unfortunately cannot pull it together just when he...